Alright everybody, so in this video, we're going to be going over everything that we know is in the Daima update. So, again, I want to preface, there's obviously going to be so much stuff that we don't know is in this update. Gray has been talking about it in the general chat of the DBOG Discord server, saying how the update patch notes are already 6 pages long, which is way longer than any other patch notes that we've ever had. So this is going to be the biggest update in the game's history in size. So that's a very exciting thing to think about. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I want to start with something I did find in the Discord server. So Gray says the update consists of everything on the Quarter 2 roadmap, a lot of miscellaneous additions and changes, and a feature that was simple for us to add, but I think some people will appreciate it. So, if we look at the Quarter 2 roadmap, let me find it. So the Quarter 2 roadmap basically entailed the Daima update, which included map, skills, quests, raids, Dragon Balls, factions, faction clothes, faction accessories, ranks, and form perfecting. So, and then of course there's going to be more stuff coming, which we're going to go over some of that. So let's go ahead and talk a little more in depth. So the map, of course, there's 3 demon worlds, and they all are beautiful and all that we've seen in the trailers so far and in testing. Any sneak peeks we got, the map looks amazing. We got some skills that we've seen. So there was that one move that kind of put them in the animation, and it had the blasts in the middle of it that Daima Goku is using. So that's exciting. That's just one of the new moves. Quests, of course, self-explanatory. Raids. We did see the Goma NPC, so I'd assume that is the raid, but obviously you never know. And then there's Dragon Balls, so maybe the Tamagamis are raids, right? And you have to beat those raids for the Dragon Balls. But, I mean, who knows, right? Factions, obviously, I don't feel like I need to go too much into that. We all kind of know the factions. There's going to be a Galactic Patrol faction, a Turtle Hermit faction, or a Turtle School faction, however you want to say. And yeah, just so on and so forth. We're going to see the factions when the update fully comes out. And then, of course, there's form perfecting, which, to go into detail about form perfecting, think of it, Gray said some things about it in the chat, but think of it like this. When the update comes out, all of our forms are going to be set to F into all the statistics, and it's I could pull it up 1 second. So pretty much there's this picture of it with Super Saiyan 3. Now, this picture is of probably not a fully perfected Super Saiyan 3, but it shows some progress on certain things. So, of course, there's the letters for F next to melee attack, rush attack, and then there's letters for ki blast, ki attack, stamina, and ki type. So melee attack is basically your M1s, rush attack is melee supers, ki blast is your little ki blast that anyone can shoot, ki attack is ki supers, stamina is just anything that consumes stamina, so movement, for example, not moves, right? And then same with ki type, that's just anything that takes ki, that's not, moves. So charging, for example, doesn't take ki, but it gives you ki, right? And then maybe ki blast, I don't know, but probably just charging and being in max power mode and stuff like that. So basically how it works is all of our forms are being set to F. Pretty much F is the worst. It means that all of our forms are going to get weaker as soon as the update drops, but with just a little bit of work, not only are we going to catch up to where we were, D tier, I believe, for certain things like damage, I don't want to say anything and be wrong, and spread misinformation, but let's just say, for example, right, if D tier was what we already have right now, then going beyond D tier to C, Ki Blast, would mean our Ki Blasts would be doing more damage than they are right now when we're in our form. Stamina, for example, might be even better once we get it to C, B, A than what we have right now, right? So, this is a good thing in the long run. Obviously, when it first comes out, everybody is going to throw a fit. So this is your warning now. Your form is gonna be like crazy weak when the update drops. You're going to have to work on it. Like, this is the new mechanic in the game. Like, you're just going to have to. And the only problem that I have with this mechanic is the fact that I have, like, every slot unlocked, dude. Like, you're telling me mastering every form on every slot is already, like, kind of a pain. Like, it's not that bad, right? Like, you can sit down and do it. But having to perfect and then, like, later limit break these forms is gonna be crazy. Like, for a casual player, there's almost no reason to, like, level up any form lower than your maximum form. And then, like, I don't know. Keep in mind, too, the higher level the form, the harder it is to master. To master and to perfect, and so on and so forth. So, that just kind of goes back to my main problem with the game, which is that, you know, I'm ranting. I need to stop ranting, but my main problem with the game is that for people with a lot of slots, the game is so unfriendly. So unfriendly. Like, it sucks how unfriendly it is for people who want to play with multiple slots. Like, Time Chamber, Gravity Room, Grand Kai, like, all these mechanics suck for people with multiple slots. So, anyway. That's basically the gist of limit breaking. That's a whole new mechanic, so maybe it was a good thing I spent a little more time explaining it. Let's continue. So, next up, we're going to talk about... So, there's a scene in the trailer. Basically, Gray is using... Or not Gray, I don't know who the player is, but, like, in the trailer that Gray showed, the player is using a power pole. Now, the thing about power pole is, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is a Game Pass item. Let me triple check that. The power pole, I'm pretty sure, is a Game Pass item from the Dragon Ball add-on pack. So, let's see. Yes. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this is a new power pole. This is gonna be a free-to-play version of the power pole. Because, like, there's basically skills that are going to require you to use the power pole. We literally see them in the showcase, or in the trailer. So, it not makes sense to lock it all behind a Game Pass, like new moves for a Game Pass that came out like 5 years ago. So, like, there's definitely going to be, like, some sort of, like, new power pole and new way to get the power pole or something in the game. Whether it's, like, you just buy it or whatever, right? Like, that makes the most sense to me. If they're not doing that, that is, like, incredibly dumb. So, I would assume that that's what they're doing. If I were you. Now, so that's the power pole remake, kind of, like, new moves and everything. That's cool. We see a Goma boss, of course. Don't know if it's a raid or not. So that's pretty exciting. Just getting to fight Big Goma. It's gonna be fun. New moves, of course. New Dragon Balls, of course. You know, not really too much to say. Now, if you haven't seen Daima, there's only 3 Dragon Balls in the Demon World. And they're all guarded by these, like, robots called the Tamagamis. And they're extremely strong, like, robots that you have to beat in a one-on-one fight to get the Dragon Ball. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I hope that the mechanic for those Dragon Balls is really fun. Now, Evil Third Eye is like something that we see in the trailer, and it could either be a form or like a power-up or like an item. But power-ups are disabled right now, so I doubt it's a power-up. Of course, power-ups could be coming back in this update. We don't know, but I doubt it. Alright, so let's go on to some more things here. So, sidetracking a little from Daima stuff, we all know that the Saiyans are getting buffed in this update. So Saiyans are going from getting double melee damage in red health to keeping double melee damage in red health, but they are now gaining a 1.25% boost in orange health. So that's like 50-60% health and downwards until you hit red. They're getting that new damage buff, which is about the same buff as the demons are getting, just constantly. So I guess that's good. It's more of a higher risk, higher reward type of thing. But at the same time, like, I still kind of wish it was a little different or a little more unique than just give them a little bit more damage or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, it would have been cool if they were in red health. They got, like, a crap ton of buffs. Like, some damage reduction, like, some better stamina regeneration, some higher key charge. Like just a bunch of little buffs, like, would have been cool to me. But, like an adrenaline rush that, like, fully... It just fits with how Saiyans are, but, I mean... It's whatever. It's whatever. At least they're getting something, man. I'm happy they're getting something. So, private server, the private server update that we're all super excited for is coming in this update. Let me see if I can find the announcement talking about it. Yes. So they're no longer using Roblox's built-in private server system, and private servers are being disabled tomorrow when Daima drops, which is very fun. The upsides is that private servers are now free until Daima releases, which is going to be again tomorrow. So if I were you guys, I would totally go and buy that now because it's discounted for 300 Robux. It's going to increase to 400 Robux. So please go buy that now if you're planning on buying it, because it's going to be cheaper now. And this is all because private servers right now barely work. Xbox players can't even freaking use them. Now this is going to help everybody. Everybody's going to benefit from this. I'll be able to host more events in private servers and stuff. It's going to be easier for me to play with viewers in private servers and everything, and it's just like, it's just a whole bunch of goodness. It's good. It's good. It's all good. So that's the private server thing. There's going to be a new Super Saiyan 3 animation, so we've seen that in the trailer a couple times, in multiple trailers. It's very nice. Now, I've seen some debate whether it's a new form or not. It's not. It's just a new animation. Devs have kind of confirmed this. It's just a replaced animation for the current Super Saiyan 3. Now, I do understand, like, maybe you'd want it to be a new form, like a Super Saiyan 3 Daima, or something that could have the Vegeta hair. But if Saiyans got a new form, then every other race would also have to get a new form. So, I mean, that kind of is, like, one problem with it. It would be cool if it was a new form, but it's not. Ultra Vegeta 1, of course. Yeah, that could have been, like, that would have been a funny thing they could have done. Speaking of Ultra Vegeta 1, his hairstyle, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta hairstyle, is going to be added. But it's not real. It's just replacing the old Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta hairstyle, I'm pretty sure, which kind of sucks, because some people like the long hair going downwards, the traditional Super Saiyan 3 kind of look for Vegeta's hair, like the ones in the old games and whatnot. Clans, there can't really speak too much on clans. We don't know too much about it. There's new clothes, just period. But there's also going to be clan clothing we've seen. So like we saw the Jacko uniform, the Galactic Patrol uniform. Like we saw a Turtle Hermit clan gi, which they all looked really cool, by the way. I must say, like, they all looked quite sweet. One thing I want to mention is clans are going to go across all your slots, unfortunately. So you can't have a new clan on each slot. It's going to be account based. Is there anything else to mention? I don't think so. I can't remember if I mentioned that there was going to be a 2 to 4 hour maintenance, and of course it could be longer. It could be shorter. But that's just what the devs are saying. And it's going to happen tomorrow, so the game is going to go down for a few hours while they import Daima and the new update to the main game and make sure that it's all playable before they release it to the public. So yeah, just warning you guys now. I might try to do a stream tonight where we prepare for the Daima update, maybe get some Dragon Ball hunting in and whatnot. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. Let me know what you guys think of the Daima update. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for form perfecting. I'm very excited for the new worlds, the new moves, all this. Like, form perfecting is going to be really fun in the long run. Obviously, it's, you know, like I said, the whole slot thing. Like, I'm really going to try to fight for that, like, for, like, multiple slot users, because realistically, like, the game is so grindy, and that's not a bad thing. The game can be grindy. That's okay. There's so much stuff to grind in this game, though. And it just becomes a problem when you think about making new slots. Like, then it becomes a problem. Because then you have to do the grind all over again. Like, keep in mind, over 30 days of HTC, which, by the way, this update should add more HTC stats, technically. And some people were asking if the level cap was getting upped. I think it's safe to say that it, of course, is. If they're adding new quests to the game, they're adding a new level cap. That's, like, a given. Like, that's always how it's gonna operate. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm very excited. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace, y'all.